Whatever it is, we not guaranteed no next day. This is our only life. Like whether you believe in reincarnation or anything else, in this moment, this is all you have. Each one of our jobs to optimize the best part of ourselves.
I'm big on 9-2. These niggas is not even bulletproof. He say he tough, he gotta prove it. Don't think I'm frontin' in this music. No capping, yeah, I really do this. Don't let me slide and make the news quick. Fuck it, word. I'ma slide and make a news clip. That's sour, let me roll.
What's up, y'all? Back with another one. It's gonna be a little bit of a different type of video. Honestly, I don't even know what the title of this video is gonna be. I just wanted to talk to y'all about some things I struggle with as far as like self-discipline, motivation, and all the above, to be honest. Let's get right into it. A lot of things I've learned, whether it be things about myself or on this journey of YouTube or just being a content creator and expressing that through anything, whether it be Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever medium I'm using to express that, is that there's days you wake up where you know you got to do something and you just don't feel it. Realizing that, but having the awareness and the understanding to be like, okay, I feel like this, why? And then trying to figure that out. Meditation helps me out a lot. I have a journal, writing it every morning and every night when I was going to sleep about my goals, what I want to accomplish. I'll show you a little bit of that, pop it up right here. Just trying different things and trying to see what works. Reading some more books, watching motivational speakers, specifically this one motivational speaker, Bob Proctor. I wouldn't even say he's really a motivational speaker. He more so teaches you how to take control of your mind, emotionally, spiritually, and physically through many different ways. I'll link his playlist that I watch from him. Hopefully that'll help y'all. In that, he gives a lot of information about just taking back control of your body, just how to take the next steps you want to take in your life. And through this entire process, I've been more so consuming than action, watching YouTubers and just trying to figure out how this works so I can optimize the best of my time, and not only that, but figure out how I could be the best version of myself. And I feel like that's what we all trying to do. This video might be all over the place. I'm just kind of speaking what comes to mind, and hopefully even if it's just one person that resonates and it helps, then you feel me, I did my job. Even right now filming this video, like talking to you guys, obviously you're not gonna see it, but there's a lot of cuts that's gonna happen in between this just because I don't know really what to go. I just kind of feel like there's something that needs to be said and hopefully it gets expressed. I've kind of just been in consumption where I've been just consuming all these things that I want to do and not really putting it too much into action like I really could. Like, I do have a content calendar now, but even then sometimes I don't always do what's necessary on it, and I feel like that's the issue, trying to figure out why I don't. It's easy to justify the means. You could easily be like,
well, I'm hungry right now, so I'll take these pictures after I'm done.
And then you're done eating, and then your next justification is,
I'm kind of full, I'm gonna wait till that passes.
and then it can go on and go on and go on. The more I started to go through that and the more I started to sit with my own thoughts, whether it be through meditation or just through action, I started to learn that all this procrastination is coming from somewhere. All these distractions, whether it be me binge watching a whole bunch of shows on Netflix, or binge watching my favorite influencers, or playing video games for 10 to 12 plus hours, or spending 7 hours on TikTok, spending hours on social media, all of that is just distractions. And I feel like the sooner you accept that, the sooner you can make peace with that and figure out why that's happening. For a lot of people, that can be a hard pill to swallow, you know? I'm big on accountability, so I've never had a problem admitting when I was wrong. I've never had that problem. That's never been an issue with me. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect every time, because sometimes, you feel me, we human. I might get a little upset. I know I was wrong in that situation. Even if I might not say it in the moment, I'll know it, and then I'll express that to that person or in that situation when it happens. I've been looking up a lot of different things on how to stay more disciplined, how to stay more focused, and I'm realizing that I just need to apply more pressure. I need to hold myself even more accountable, you know? If I'm gonna write that I need to film a YouTube video on this day, I need to take pictures on Tuesday, Wednesday, I need to edit my pictures and my videos, I need to hold myself to it. Just the same way as I wake up and I make sure I'm on time to my 9-to-5 job, I need to treat my goals the same way, if not even better. I need to make sure that I'm holding myself accountable. If I don't film that video on Monday, or I don't edit those pictures on Tuesday, it's essentially a no-call, no-show. I didn't show up for myself, do what I needed to be do. For whatever justification reasons I decided to provide to myself to make me be at ease with that decision, it's still no excuse for me not to get those done. Unless it's an emergency, something happened where somebody's sick, you know, or an accident, there's no reason for me to not be able to hold myself accountable towards my goals. Hopefully a lot of this stuff makes sense to y'all, especially when I edit it, because I feel like I'm all over the place. I just want to make sure I'm constantly working towards my goals, that I'm doing everything I I need to do to get there. Ever since I've been more aware and I've been working on myself, once I started that journey and I started to acknowledge my distractions that I once said weren't distractions, I was able to alleviate a lot of that pressure, and I was able to put more action into play, if that makes sense. I was able to actually start doing more versus talking myself out of it or having those moments where I feel like I'm trying to justify me not doing my goal on that day. How I did that along with meditation was making a vision board, writing down goals. There's always going to be distractions everywhere. It's capitalism. There's a whole bunch of stuff being put out to you, being broadcasted to you, whether it be commercials, you consume content. There's always going to be distractions. There's always going to be something taking you away from your purpose. I want to give a shout out to Lynette Atkins. I hope I'm saying your name right, but she talks about like self-development, financial, fashion, spirituality, a whole bunch of things that I align with. I was making a shift in my life towards getting serious about my goals and spirituality and self-development. She had a video called "You Need to Stop Looking for Motivation," and I'm gonna link that in the description below. If you're into those things, definitely check her out. But I was watching that, I wasn't feeling as motivated, and I felt like that was a perfect video to watch. And as I'm watching her video, she just dropped a lot of gems. It just got me to thinking, there's always situations where I don't feel motivated. One little thing could happen and then send me on a downward spiral. I feel like that's very over dramatic for what I'm saying. At the same time, it's not. Those distractions are creeping up alongside with the justifications I was talking to you about earlier. Start to tell myself why it's okay that I don't film this video, or it's okay to not take these pictures, or it's okay to not shoot these reels. It starts to accumulate, and the more I ignore it, the more obvious it is, not only to myself but to my goals, to like what I'm doing. It'll catch me in situations where, like my last video that I posted about how to use trade block, I edited that on Thursday. I was supposed to edit that video 2 weeks ago, but I kept procrastinating. I kept telling myself, well, you don't need to do it today, you could do it tomorrow. I kept doing other things, so that set my whole schedule. That started to creep into this week. So it's just, you start to see these things manifest in different ways. I feel being able to reflect on when I do my morning routine, writing my journal, I'm looking at my vision board, and I'm reading my books, I can feel the distinction now that I've done it on how much more productive I am versus how much I'm not when I don't do those things. The lack of discipline is why I find myself in those situations sometimes where I'm cramming to get things done, or I'm having those mental battles with me justifying not doing what I need to get done, no matter what the task is. And I'm glad I'm able to reflect on that, because now I know, okay, Kenny, you need to, this is working for you, this is where you need to go, so you need to stay disciplined on that. And what I'm starting to learn in my life is I can't just apply discipline to certain aspects of my life. It has to be consistent throughout my entire life. I'm that person that was like, nah, I'm never making my bed, because I felt like, why am I making my bed? I've seen videos of people being successful talking about how they make their bed or why they make their bed, and I don't think it's anything wrong with that. I think it makes a lot of sense, but I've always been that person like, I'm not gonna make my bed. There's no reason to make my bed, because when I get up, it's gonna be the same when I go to sleep. As I'm starting to hone in and get closer and get more tapped in with myself and my goals, I'm starting to realize that maybe I should start making my bed. The next time I feel like, oh, I could just leave this cup on the side of my bed, no, I should get up and put it in the sink. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that probably sounds silly to y'all. Just implementing little things like that and building good habits and practicing good habits will help me get to where I need to go. If y'all got anything out of this video, it would just be to, whatever it is you want to do, create a plan, practice self-discipline all the time, every day. No matter how good you think you are, you can always get better at it. Whether you need to do your laundry that day or you need to, whatever it is, we not guaranteed no next day. This is our only life. Like, whether you believe in reincarnation or anything else, in this moment, this is all you have. Each one of our jobs to optimize the best part of ourselves. You feel me? To bring out the best versions of ourselves. That starts with you doing that inner work, shadow work, meditating. I feel like that's something everybody should try, regardless of what you believe in or what you don't. Just sitting with yourself in your own thoughts, being aware in that moment of what you're thinking about and what's consuming you, if it's benefiting you or not. And if it's benefiting you, give that more energy. Whatever's not benefiting you, go deeper into that. Start asking yourself why you're still thinking about it if it's not benefiting you. Ask yourself why you can't move on, why you can't push through that. If it's thoughts you've had for years, or even thoughts that just came across and you never knew you had, just be aware of both sides, the benefits and the things holding you back, and coming to a common ground with both. Being able to let go of what's not beneficial to you and being able to capitalize off what is, if that makes sense. On that note, I definitely feel better getting this message just was out to y'all. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you comment below what you want to see. If you want to see a video on how to meditate or my morning routine, make sure you comment that below. Like, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.